Hello friends, let us go with our next two or three problems in stresses and strains. Now if you see with the next two or three problems in your stresses and strains, so this all we have already dealt. This was the first problem we have dealt. This was the second problem. This was the third problem also we have finished in our previous sessions. Now let us take with our next problem. Now if you see here, this is a big problem we have. Wantedly I just took to explain you everything in this problem, where you can find out Young's modulus, where you can find out your stress at elastic limit, you can find out your percentage elongations, and even you can find out your percentage decrease in the area. Now please clearly go with the question what he has given. If you see with the question, a tensile test was conducted on a mild steel bar. The following data was obtained from the test: diameter of the steel bar, which is equal to 3 centimeter, gauge length of the bar, which is equal to 20 centimeter, load at elastic limit is equal to 250 kilonewton. Extension of a load of 150 kilonewton is equal to 0.21 mm. Maximum load is 380 kilonewton. Total extension is 60 mm. Diameter of the rod at the failure is 2.25 centimeter. So I just wanted to read it once again. Please read it carefully. Diameter of the steel bar was 3 centimeter. Yes, the diameter of the steel bar, if you take any bar, the diameter of the steel bar was 3 centimeter. The gauge length, whatever the gauge length was there of that one, I just wanted to show you. Here I have. So here if you see, if this is a circular bar I have, yes or no? If this is a circular bar, here I have a diameter. So diameter is 3 centimeter. If you see here the length, so this is the length we have. The length is 20 centimeter we have, and the loaded elastic limit. What do you mean by an elastic limit? Whenever I apply a load here, yes or no, it has some elastic property. Till that elastic property, it can regain its original shape and size. Yes or no? Fine. So that is the reason that till that limit the elastic load is 250 kilonewton till that point. Fine. Now extension at a load of 150 kilonewton. What is the extension at 150 kilonewton load we have? It is about 0.2 mm. Similarly, maximum load, even beyond your elastic limit, it can take the loading to form its permanent deformation. Yes. So that maximum load is 380 kilonewton. The total extension is 60 mm, and the diameter of the rod at the failure, the diameter will decrease. Now whenever you apply your I'm just going to pull that rod, yes or no, whenever you are going to pull it, which is nothing but there the diameter is going to decrease. Yes, so the diameter of the rod at the failure is 2.25 centimeter. Previously the diameter was 3 centimeter, but after applying the load it is 2.25 centimeter. So what we have to find it out? We have to find it out Young's modulus, we have to find out stress at elastic limit, we have to find out percentage elongation, and we have to find it out percentage decrease in the area. I request all the students to please write this given data to go with the problem. So let us go with our first one. Now, before going to solve with the problem, you have to just make it into a single unit, as I have even informed with your previous class. So here, if you check area of the rod, which I can take it as pi by 4 into d square. So original, first you have to take with your original. Original we have about 3 centimeters. So you have to take with your 3 centimeter. So the area you will be getting it as 7.068 centimeter. If you convert into meter, which is equal to 7.06 into 10 to the power minus 4. Here you can check how can I make it to 10 to the power minus 4. So centimeter to meter, if you want to convert, fine. If you want to convert from centimeter to meter, it is 100. Yes or no? So 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. Fine. So, but centimeter square we have. So that is the reason. But when it comes from down to up, so this one will become 10 to the power minus 4. Why? Because it is square. So 100 square. So we have two zeros over here. So we have into square. If you do, we have 2 into 2. We'll be getting it as 4. So total we have 4. When this 100 will come up, so it will become 10 to the power minus 4. Now let us go with our first one, which is nothing but Young's modulus. So if you see with here, first one, Young's modulus, how can I write my Young's modulus? Which is equal to stress upon its strain. Yes. So I first have to calculate my stress. Stress is nothing but load upon its area. So load if you see extension at a load of 150 kilonewton. Why? Because I know strain is change in its dimension to its original dimension, but change in its dimension at a loading of 150 kilonewton, it is 0.21. So that is the reason I took 150 kilonewton. So stress is equal to load upon its area. Load is 150 into 1000. You have to change the unit. Kilo is 1000. So by area I have already calculated. Yes or no? Why? Because Newton per meter square you have to do it. So that is the reason I have made this into meter. So by 7.06 into 10 to the power minus 4. So I'll be getting my stress as 221,220.9 into 10 to the power 4 Newton per mm square. Why? Because this 10 to the power minus 4 will go up, it will become 10 to the power 4 plus 4. Fine. So next one we have to find out about strain. Strain is nothing but change in its length to its original length, or increase in its length to its original length. So increase in its length at 150 kilonewton load is 0.21 mm. So 0.21 mm by what is the loading we have here? If you see, sorry, what is the original length here? We have original length, the gauge length is 20 centimeter, but this length is in mm. So change your 20 centimeter to mm, which is equal to 20 into 10 mm. So I got my strain it as 0.00105 as my strain. Now I can write my Young's modulus as E is equal to stress upon its strain. Stress, how much we have stress? 21220.9 into 10 to the power 4 by strain is 0.00105, which is equal to 2020. So big value we have got. So we can convert this into, see here, 10 to the power 9 I can write here. If you see 2.202.09, so how many we have? 1 2 3 4 5. So 5 plus 4, which is equal to 9. So 10 to the power 9. So I can write as 202.095 into 10 to the power 9 Newton per mm square. Why I have written? Because I know 10 to the power 9 is equal to giga. So I can write 202.095 giga Newton per meter square. So this one was our first one, Young's modulus. Now let us find with our next one, which is stress at elastic limit. Now if you see with here, stress at elastic limit, how can I write my stress? Stress I can write as load by its area, P by A, always we were written. So load at elastic limit. So what was the load at elastic limit? If I show you, so load at elastic limit, if you see here, it is 250 kilonewton. So I'll write as 250 kilonewton. Kilo is 10 to the power 10 to the power 3, or you can write as 1000 by the area you have already calculated in meter. So I can write this as 10 to the, like after solving you will be getting 3536 into 10 to the power 4 Newton per mm square. So I can write this as 353.63. So 0.63 if you take here, it is 10 to the power 6. So I know 10 to the power 6 is mega. So this is 353.68 mega Newton per meter square. So I said you to please write the given data in your books to go with the further steps. Now, if you see with the third one, the percentage elongation is obtained as. How can we find out our percentage elongation, which is nothing but the change in its length? Yes. So the change in its length or changing in its elongation, I can write it as total increase in length by its original length. Percentage we require. Please be careful. Here we require percentage elongation. Yes. Percentage elongation, sometimes you might do a like mistake. You'll write as delta L, which is equal to, you will write it as L into like why? Because strain, we know strain is changing its length to its original length. So what you will do, you will take delta L, you will send your L over there. So you will write delta L is equal to E, like strain into its length, but that is wrong. Here is asking you to find out percentage elongation. So percentage along, how much percentage it has been increased, that you have to find out. Then you have to take that total increase in length. What was the total increase there? Here there you have given at your elastic limit the total increase you have by its original length into 100. If you do, you'll be getting percentage. So here if you see, total increase in length was 60 mm. There was total increase in length was 60 mm by original length was 20 centimeter. Here there in a question he has given, but you have to convert into mm. So 60 by 20 into 10, which is equal to 30 percentage. Now the last step we have the percentage decrease in the area. How can we find out the percentage decrease? So here we have original area minus final area by original area into 100. So what we have original area. If you see there, we have 3 centimeter. Yes or no? So that was the original like original dimension we have. But at the failure, if you see there, he has given us 2.25 centimeter. Yes, that was the final. So that was the final area we have. So original area I can take it as pi by 4 into d. I'll make it as 3 centimeter. Fine, that is my original. But area at the failure is 2.25 centimeter. So pi by 4 into 2.25 centimeter square. So that you have to do. So here you can check. So pi by 4 into 3 was my original, minus pi by 4 into 2.25. This was given at the failure. At the failure I had my 2.25 as my dimension, by the original area was pi by 4 into 3 square. So here if you check this one, so 3 square, here we have got 3 square minus 2.25 by 3 square into 100. Then the percentage decrease in the area is, we have got 43.75. Yes, here if you just check it out, so there I have got my total like percentage change in its area was 43.75. So next class we'll go with one more problem. Thank you.